maybe you're gonna find something nice for yourself. And if you do, check out my website, thomaswatchreviews.com. You will find each watch on my website with pictures and descriptions and with links to Aliexpress and with links to YouTube videos about the given watch and everything, So in this video, I'm gonna take each watch one by one, and I'm gonna tell you something positive and something negative to keep it balanced. First of all, let me show you my website and tell you the reason why I'm giving links to my website instead of Aliexpress. Well, first of all, let me show you my new menu section where you can choose a watch by style. By style, David, diver, dress, military, chrono, and digital. For example, let's go to divers, and there are all the watches that I have reviewed. And for example, let's check this Adidas dive watch. And the point of my website is that it gives links to multiple things, like for example, you can check a YouTube video about a given watch. Also, you can check my Reddit post about a given watch, and you can see what other people think about that watch, and you can also ask those people questions about this watch and so on. And also you'll find my big pictures. But the problem with Reddit is that when I upload pictures to Reddit, they lose quality quite a bit. That's the reason why I also upload my pictures to Facebook, because on Facebook the quality remains a lot better. Let me show you an example. This is the picture on Facebook, all nice and sharp, but if I go to Reddit, it loses the sharpness for some reason. So if you want to see good quality pictures, go to my Facebook posts. And yeah, that's basically the reason for my website. Also, you'll often find multiple links to Aliexpress, which will lead to different Aliexpress stores, and the reason for that is that different stores set different prices for different regions, and sometimes you can't even buy from certain shops in certain regions. So also I encourage checking out different stores to find the best deals. So that's the point of my website. I hope you find my website fun to use, easy, and helpful. So in no particular order, let's begin with this parachute regulator. And positive thing about this watch is that it looks absolutely incredible. Very nicely finished watch. The dial, hands, and the case, it looks very, very special, and the strap on this watch feels very nice. And I really like that hands on this watch are actually black. Usually on this kind of watch you will find blue hands, which I don't necessarily like very much, but black hands I really like how they look like on this copper color dial. So you know what, let me zoom in a little bit. Yeah, I'm not gonna rush. Sorry, this video might gonna be a little bit long, but I myself wanna play with these watches. So let's do that together. The dial on this watch is spectacular, and it's not sitting deep, and the case is rather slim. Such a super nice looking watch. This watch is nice enough to be like a wedding watch in my opinion. Yeah, this watch is absolutely incredible. Manual wound, by the way. Now the negative thing about this watch, as I told you, also gonna tell a negative thing, is that, well, maybe there is some looseness in the gearing. When I move minute hand, pay attention to the hour hand as well. There is quite a little bit of free play before gears and gauges, but in practice, once I set the time forward, press the crown in, there are no problems. So honestly, there isn't really anything actually to complain about this watch. Such an awesome looking thing. Another very eye-catchy watch that I have is this Bodily Landmaster. I absolutely love the dial on this watch. It's very nice yellow color. Very nice yellow color with a little tint towards the orange, which makes it look just nice, just very sweet. It doesn't look cheap. So this watch has sapphire crystal and titanium case, and it is also available with titanium bracelet if you want. Titanium bracelet looks like this. Well, if you want more information about this watch, just go to my website and you'll find full video specifically dedicated to this watch. But all I can tell you that this watch is really nice. It's like summery kind of a watch. The negative thing about this watch is that it is rather long and rather flat. So on my 16.5 centimeter wrist or 6.5 inches wrist, this watch wears a little bit large. But honestly, that's the only thing I can find to complain about this watch. Because, I mean, just look at this thing. It looks unbelievable. You know what? Let's play a little bit with the light. Maybe this dial needs a little bit of contrast. Yeah, let's give it more contrast. And sapphire crystal on this watch is very nice. Very nice sapphire crystal. Very contrasty, very beautiful watch. You know, let's not rush. Let's turn off another light. Even, you know, in this dim light, it still looks rather nice. Well, rather nice. It looks awesome. This thing looks awesome. Yeah, I do recommend getting this watch. If you have wrists a little bit bigger than mine, this titanium watch with sapphire crystal and NH35 movement is just awesome. This is a very, very lovely watch. This is a proper military style watch from Milifortic with a very lovely green dial. And I say proper because it's actually a very well built watch, especially given the fact of the, you know, military styling. It has good lume, it has day and date complication with this NH36 movement, which is very welcome on tool style watch. Also sapphire crystal on this watch. Even though it's domed sapphire crystal, it has very good anti-reflective coating and has plenty of water resistance. So it's awesome. This watch is awesome and looks awesome. So the negative thing about this watch is that from side profile it looks a little bit bulky. I wish this watch was a little bit slimmer, but other than that, this thing is amazing. This is a chronograph watch from Watch Dives, a very beautiful one. I love chronograph watches in general, and this one in particular is one of the best looking ones in my eyes, especially with this white dial. It looks just so lively. This watch, look, let me show you. Let's switch the light a little bit, maybe turn it off. It doesn't matter the kind of lighting, the angle, the whatever, it looks just beautiful no matter what. This watch looks unbelievable, and I especially love the crystal on this watch. It's sapphire crystal with rounded up edges, and it has very good anti-reflective coating. And the pushers on this watch, they feel so nice, they are so clicky, they are so satisfying to use. Awesome. And the bracelet tapers down and it has plenty of flexibility, which makes it feel very comfortable on the wrist. Yeah, this is awesome watch, and as I see for the current price, this watch is really good value for money in my opinion. The negative thing of this watch is that the bracelet is a little bit sharp, the case is a little bit sharp, and the clasp on these edges is basically as sharp as a razor knife. But other than that, for the given price point, this watch is amazing. This is a very, very beautiful dress watch from Pierre Philippe. And the good thing about this watch is that it looks spectacular, it looks awesome, and it's very slim. And when I take this watch off my wrist, let me show you the case back of this watch. This is a manual wound watch, and the case back on this watch looks like this. That's amazing. I mean, look how slim this watch is. And it has, you know, it has mineral crystal, but it's decent mineral crystal. And on a dress watch, it's really not the deal breaker, I would say, especially when the watch looks this good. The negative thing about this watch, as I saw from the public's reaction, is the brand name, because Pierre Philippe sounds a little bit too much like Patek Philippe. You know, it's just too much, too close. So if the brand name was a little bit different, you know, a little bit more unique sounding, I believe they would sell a lot more of these beauties. Wonderful looking watch. Sand Tank Homage. I believe this is the most popular watch, at least according to my affiliate sales statistics. So this is the small version, which is honestly even for me too small, and this is that larger version. Awesome looking watch, and it's not expensive. As I see currently, it's just 15 euros before all kinds of crazy coupons. And if you need coupons, check out the description of this video, you will find some nice discounts. So the negative thing about this watch is that The ticking on this watch is rather loud, and for me personally, I find the ticking on this watch a little bit annoying. And for that reason, I recommend another watch, which, well, I'll show you later, but it costs half the price and it has no ticking sound. So about that watch a little bit later. But yeah, Sanda watch. That's one of the most popular watches according to my affiliate sales. And for a little bit less than the price of Sanda watch, you can get this Kmi watch, which costs, as I see right now, 12 euros before coupons. And not only the strap on this watch feels wonderful, but the watch itself is actually very nice quality, especially for the given price point. It doesn't have loud and annoying ticking sound, which is very nice, very big plus point for me personally, especially for the given price point. And also, the dial on this watch, it has no right to look this good for the given price point. This watch looks unbelievable. Unbelievable. The dial on this watch is so beautiful. I mean, look at this thing. And also, it has this mineral crystal, but look at the shape of this mineral crystal. It's so nice, and this watch is so slim. 12 euro watch. This is insane. Unbelievable price, value for money.